Hello everybody and welcome back to Gardens and Crystals with me, Wesley Peterson, and I am at it again. This is part 2 of me putting some shelves up in the other half of our indoor terrace garden here. You saw the completion of the one before. It looks really wonderful. And now I want to put 2 on this wall here because, as you can see, it's very plain, it's very white, and that is not what I want in my indoor terrace garden. So 2 shelves that are going to be full of plants that are going to be growing upwards and hanging down. So I'm going to have plants that are growing up on the top shelf, and they will be as thrillers as well as spillers, and plants growing down on the bottom shelf that will also be thrillers and spillers, and a mismatch of different wonderful things to fill out this wall and make it nice and green at last. So again, I have 2 of these absolutely beautiful shelves called Lack from IKEA. They are fantastic for putting plants on. They only cost 99 Swedish krona. They are strong. You can't see any support holding them, so the whole focus goes on your plants, and I completely abide by these shelves. They are brilliant. So if you want shelves for your plants, this is a good idea. Now, I'm just going to get on with marking out on the wall. I know now that this is 110 centimeters long, so I'm going to get my tape measure out, mark out that first, see where I want the shelves to be, and then I can start putting them up. So, let's get 110 centimeters on this, and I need to think, how much height do I need above, and how much do I need below? So the lowest point, so that when we're sitting on our sofa here, we're not going to be getting a shelf in our heads. Joachim is a bit taller than me, so the first shelf is probably going to have to go around here. Around here, yes. And it doesn't matter if it's a bit higher, because then I can have some spillers hanging over the edge, right? So this looks about where I'm going to have the first shelf here. And then I need to work out 110 centimeters and how I feel it will look good. The marking out is not going to be easy. It never is. So in fact, I'm just going to do it straight away with the shelf. Just hold the shelf up and mark the ends, because that way I can really get the feeling of how the shelf is going to be in relation to height and the sofa here. So, I've got my shelf, and I can see first one can be around about this high, I think. I think that's perfect there. Yeah, and I like the distance from the edge that side and this side. Actually, that is just perfect how I've put it now. So I'll mark out the ends. One there. One here. So I've got that distance. And now I can start working out the distance of the holder in between. So if I just go on my eye and get a rough guesstimate of the distance between my 2 marks, it's around there. I can then mark the ends of this as well. So I'll just do one there for now and one there. And then I will measure the distance from both sides of my marks to see if they're around about the same. So now here I've marked 26 centimeters. And here, where's my mark? Here I've done only 22 and a half. So I need to make this 22 exactly, actually. So if I do 23, so that if I make a mark here and a little cross so I know that's the new one, and then make this one 23 as well, instead of 26. No, I don't need to do that. All I need to do is get this put that up and that will show me the mark that I need to be on. So that is 20, nearly 24, but not exactly. And this one is also, yeah, nearly 24. So now I've got my distance, it's there to there. Now what I want to do is get my support and at the same time try to get this and see if I can work on getting a stable, level shelf. To do this, I'm going to have to be able to hold it in the middle. So let's see here. A little bit more. That is exactly, oops, get over there. That's exactly level. That is exactly level. So, mark where I want to screw straight away. That is exactly level. That is the height I want it to be. That is perfectness. So, I need to just remember that, oh, I can put a little mark here as well because then I'll know. Top. Right. Now I'm ready to screw in straight away. Did we get it level? Oh, perfectly level. Perfectly level straight away. I'm so happy. Woo. Because I'm not the most patient person in the world when it comes to DIY. It really isn't my thing. But when it comes to my plants and wanting beauty, I'll work it out. Got it in. I don't know what that is in there, but got that screw in. One more here. This is going much quicker than the first time. Don't want any plants falling down, right? So, plenty of screws, and then we know it's all going to be okay. So wonderful, that went really quick. The support is in straight away. I'm going to put the shelf straight on so I can use it to measure out exactly where to put the next shelf so I get them exactly symmetrically above and below each other. Wow, that just couldn't have gone much better than that. So that went really, really well. So now I just need to put these screws in here to hold this shelf in place. And the next screw. And et voila, if I go down, you can see the first shelf is finished just like that, ready for some beautiful plants to go on it. I can't wait. Now, let's get the next one done, and I hope I can just do it as quick and easy as the first one. So first, I just need to work out exactly which height I want this to be. Now, this seems like a really good distance because plenty of room for plants to grow up here, plenty of room for plants to grow up there, plenty of room for a vining plant to grow across the top there because I've put a wire up there. So this could be perfect. Now, I've got to mark the ends and get the distances right. One end, oh, it's not straight, of course. Oh, no. One end and the other, just to give me a kind of example of where I'm going. So now what I want to do to make sure it's right is measure between that point, 50 centimetres up to that point, which I now know is the edge of this, which will give me the 110 centimetres across this side. And you know what? Yeah, it does. It does. That is 16 centimetres there. So right, if I should remember the other shelf, there should be around about 23 centimetres, wasn't it? Between that point and where I want the shelf to be, or was it 24 now? We can take the shelf bit and see. Okay. So, if I look below where those are, they're around about there. I want this a bit higher. I want it about there. So now what I've done is I've marked the ends of where the black holder is. Now I need to mark the distance to my first point to see if I have the same distance there and the other side. Then I know I will be symmetrical with this shelf here. Oh yeah, yeah, you know what? I've got it. I've got it. If it's a slightly bit off, it will be okay. Now where is my... Oh, I need to go and get my leveler. Do the same thing again here. Leveler. Water. Pass or whatever you call it. I can't remember what you call this thing. Level. 1 minute. Get my marks first. Get on your marks. There's the marks. And I do want it a little bit higher. So I want it between those marks. So, got the marks. Got the water pass or the leveler. There's the centre. I can see, not easy. I can see that I need to, okay, that is level now. That is level now. Where's my marks? One's there, one's there. I think I need to be over a bit more. I need to be just between these two to get it right. Okay, I think I've got the same distance on both sides, so I'm crossing my fingers now that I've done this right. Let's get drilling. Got to get the first one in there. There's the hole, or there's the point at which I want to drill. Lay this down on the shelf. It's easier this time, I've got something to rest it on actually. So now, get that. And drill in the hole. First one. Now, the other side. Now this is supposed to be level. So I will just drill in. Right. Right, now the support is in again. So before I go any further, I will test if it's level. Then I'm going to put the shelf in and go back and check that they are symmetrical before I put any more screws in. It's still within the marks, even though it's a little bit more to the right side. If it's in between the two black marks, the bubble, then you should be able to see that minute difference. So I'm going to put the shelf up just to have a little look and see before we go any further. So, okay, now the second shelf is up, so I'm going to go back and just have a little quick look here. You know what? From a distance, these shelves look perfect. I just want to check the level on both. That one is absolutely perfect. And this one is nearly absolutely perfect as well. Well, it is. They're both within the black margins of the bubble. So it's perfect. And from this distance, they look like they were both the same distance from the wall. Let's have a little look here. So yes, these are absolutely perfect. So now I'm just going to take off the shelf, put all the other screws in, screw in the top, and then it's all finished and ready to put plants on. And that's it. That's all the screwing done. Now let's get this shelf on and the last 2 screws in the top, and I'm done. I'm ready to put some plants up. So, there's that shelf up. But now I'm not tall enough to see the holes to put the last 2 screws in. So I'm just going to have to get up on the side of my sofa here to do the last bit. So there we have it. 2 beautiful lac shelves, white, that match with the background, that are floating on the wall with no support underneath. Looks fantastic like that. So now I can put plants on and they can be the focus of these shelves. I just can't wait now. This actually went really well and really quick. So let's find some plants and then I will take you in for a closer look. So I hope you enjoyed seeing these beautiful new shelves up close so that you can see some of the beautiful plants I have in my collection here in our indoor terrace garden. It's so nice now to have more space to spread out plants more in the whole area of the room and to let these plants have space to flush out and fill out the area with beautiful colours. I'm so happy about that. And I've also added a couple of my beautiful crystal skulls here to give me happiness and make me feel positive and to spread that positive energy around the room even more. So all that's left for me to say is thank you very much once again for watching Gardens and Crystals with me, Wesley Peterson. Please remember to write any comments you have down below of how to make shelves or put shelves up or plants and all sorts of different things. I'd love to share ideas with you. I'd love to hear ideas from you about what I maybe could do or change or collect. And yes, let's make this a lovely interaction together. So thank you very much from Gardens and Crystals and me, Wesley Peterson. Please remember to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you know when my next video will be uploaded because you never know what I'm going to be up to next. And I will see you again very soon. Goodbye.